Hello. Thanks for joining us again on the channel. Okay, yes, we've tried so many of these. Too many probably. But this one stands out. It caught me off guard. Let's figure out why together. Quick note before we begin. There's a discount link in the description and the top comment if you want to check it out. Now let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
Starting things off, our first reviewer gives us their perspective.
This reviewer was really impressed after their initial experience with this scooter, even though they only got to ride it one day out of the first 3. The overall construction feels solid and well thought out. Our reviewer and their wife took turns riding it on flat pavement, covering 6 miles using only the throttle. The reviewer hit a top speed of around 21 miles per hour at first, later settling at 23 mph, while their wife cruised at a more leisurely 13. 2 miles per hour, that short trip used about a quarter of the battery. This client was also happy with the seller's responsiveness to their questions. They found the ride comfortable, especially with the front suspension locked and tire pressure set within the recommended range. Assembly was pretty simple and intuitive. However, the instruction manual could use some updates. The link to the assembly video was broken, but the reviewer found a helpful video online. Also, the manual didn't clearly explain how to adjust the front fork switches for the suspension, and there was an extra switch not even mentioned. Some people had trouble installing the front wheel because the brake caliper was too tight, but our reviewer figured out how to loosen it. The only ongoing issue is gear slippage. This client still needs to figure out how to adjust the gear system to fix that. Overall, they are extremely happy with their purchase so far and think it offers great value. They even ordered a second one. They're hoping to get an extra battery to extend the range, but haven't looked into compatibility or cost yet. For anyone wondering about transportation, they weighed it battery included at around 51 pounds, with the battery itself weighing about 2 pounds.
Alright, let's find out what our next reviewer has to share.
This reviewer was initially drawn to this electric bike for its wide range of gears, hoping it would ease their commute, which involves some challenging hills. The assembly process was straightforward, especially with the help of an online video, though some minor adjustments to the rear derailleur were necessary. Our reviewer's main concern stemmed from the listed motor power seemingly being different than what was delivered. Initial tests on moderate inclines using only the throttle were underwhelming. However, pairing the motor with pedal power significantly improved performance, renewing confidence in the bike's capabilities. The real test came during the commute. Riding without assistance, the bike performed admirably, comparable to a regular mountain bike thanks to its 21 gears. On the return trip, engaging the pedal assist proved to be a game changer on those steep hills, maintaining a comfortable speed without excessive strain. This client found the bike performed as hoped, transforming a previously arduous climb into a manageable ride. One minor drawback is the limited space for a water bottle due to the frame design. This client had to get creative with mounting, leading to some slight rubbing against their clothing. They also invested in a frame-mounted tool pouch and added a rack with saddlebags to avoid carrying a backpack, further enhancing the bike's practicality for commuting. Overall, our reviewer is satisfied with the bike's functionality and value. Only time will tell how it holds up over the long term.
Fantastic. Now, let's see what insights our next reviewer has to offer.
This reviewer was super excited to finally receive this scooter, a big box showing up way sooner than expected. Getting it all put together was surprisingly simple. Even though our reviewer isn't particularly handy, it was easy to assemble and get ready for a ride. The plan was to hit some trails and enjoy zipping around with the extra power. However, there was a slight hiccup initially. After plugging the scooter in to charge, nothing happened. It wouldn't power on, which was a bit concerning. The instructions were no help, so a quick online search revealed a hidden switch on the battery that needed to be turned on first. A little quirky, but easily solved. Since figuring that out, this client and the scooter have been practically inseparable. Exploring bike trails has been a blast, and the scooter feels really solid. The battery life is also fantastic, plus it gets a lot of attention. It's definitely a head-turner. Overall, this scooter is an absolute joy to use. Just make sure you know about the hidden power switch on the battery. The reviewer gives it a glowing recommendation. Maybe the manual could have mentioned the switch, but a little bit of mystery is part of the fun, right?
Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. See you next time.